This is a $70 pair of climbing shoes, and this is a $220 pair of climbing shoes. Today I'm gonna find out, do fancy climbing shoes make you a better climber? While the answer to this question may seem obvious, I'm also gonna point out some clear areas in which the $220 pair of climbing shoes are not as good. Let's get climbing. To test the shoes, I'm gonna climb a wide range of boulders from easy V1 slab climbs all the way up to weird V5 overhangs. And we're gonna start on this V1 right here. All right, let's give this thing a rip. This climb starts out pretty easy. There are some big blocky feet holds and 2 small crimps to start. You make a big throw out to a right hand crimp.
Because the footholds were so big, I didn't really notice a downside using the cheap shoes on this route.
For the cheap shoes, we have the Black Diamond Momentum. They're one of the most popular beginner shoes on the market, and we're gonna try them out. So one of the first things that I notice about the Momentum is the construction. It has a knit upper, and they feel almost like socks putting them on. They're very comfortable. They've got Velcro straps to make it easy. These shoes are all about comfort. I don't even wanna think about putting on the expensive shoes. Oh boy, wow, ow, oh. My feet hurt! And for the expensive shoes, we have the Sportiva Testarossa. Even the name sounds cool. It's like an Italian sports car. Testarossa. They look fast, powerful, and, well, expensive too. A little scared to put these shoes on. They're made to be tight. You want the shoes to fit so you can put as much pressure as possible on the apex of your foot. And this might hurt. Oh my gosh. It's like, look at that. I'm supposed to put my foot in here. Oh my God. Wow. It feels like my foot just went to the chiropractor. It's like, I mean, I've worn these before, so I am hamming it up a little bit, but they are really uncomfortable. But who cares about comfort? We're here to climb hard. Oof, that is... Now trying this in the Testarossas, again, there were really big footholds, and I didn't get to use the precision that you'd find in these shoes where they'd make a really clear difference quite yet. Kind of the same result with both shoes. Oof, fairly easy problem. Oh yeah. Come on! Ow! Oh! My feet hurt!
So while I did successfully send the route in both shoes, I'm gonna give this point to the Momentums because it was way more comfortable to climb in, and frankly, I just didn't need all of that tech for this route.
All right, next up, I'm gonna try this V2 behind me.
So this route starts out on 2 crimpers. The left one is really bad, the right one's a little bit better. There are some small foot chips to work with, and you basically just go up the shaft of this boulder. You throw to a finger lock type of hold, and then lunge for the top. The top out's not too ballsy, it's pretty easy and flat at the top, and you can just kind of mount to the top of the boulder.
One thing I'm noticing with the Black Diamonds is that it's hard to like apply a lot of power off of a single foot, especially when it's a really small foothold as you saw. And it's making it difficult to like explode off of my foot to that big throw. Eventually I was able to just kind of muscle my way up to that finger lock and then eventually throw to the top and grab a successful descent. Got it! Oh, success with the Black Diamonds. Now, first try in the Testarossas, and it was night and day difference. Oh my gosh. That was, holy crap. That's insane. You can hear I was pretty blown away by how much better these did. That was my first attempt at the Testarossas. Sure, I knew the beta from the Momentums, but it was insane how big of a difference that made. Like I put my foot once on the small chip, stood up, and it felt like I could take my time. There's way more confidence in my footwork.
And for the V2, this one clearly goes to the Testarossas.
All right, up next is this V3 behind me. It has a toe hook, or a bat hang tow hook, which makes me a little bit nervous to try it in the Momentums because there's just not that much rubber on the top of the shoe, but we're gonna give it a shot. Okay. Foot goes up. There's just no grip. Let's try left foot. It just slips right off. If you're wondering, the start holds are way too crummy to just try facing the wall like this. I tried that before and it doesn't work at all. You have to use a tow hook to start this one. That is just not gonna happen. I'm gonna switch shoes. Confidence is faltering, but we're gonna keep trying. I just don't know. Almost! I'm wrapping that with the Testarossas. No send with both shoes. I did feel more confident using the Testarossas over and over again with the tow hook, but it still wasn't enough to let me advance from that move to the next part of the climb. Even though I didn't send, I'm gonna give that a point to the Testarossas because it felt way better trying it in those than the Momentums. All right, next up is this V4 behind me. Let's get to it. So one thing with this V4, there are smaller holds, crummier feet, and then there's kind of a sloper rail that goes up to that point at the top to the finish. One thing about this route, a lot of the feet holds and hand holds are at this angle. So the rubber might not be able to stick as well if it's sliding down the rail. I'm gonna have to be really precise with where I put my feet so that I get the best possible chance of sending. It's close! Let's try it again. Now here I am giving this a burn in the Testarossas. It felt fairly similar to the Momentums. I still had to be really precise with where I'm putting my feet, and you can see I fumbled a couple times with where I really should have put my foot and had to make some adjustments. That sloper side pull rail is just not that good. You go over to a okay crimp and you can see I totally missed. Oh! That's terrifying. See, even in the nice shoes, it's still scary. Okay. Nailed it. So it's still terrifying. One thing I noticed is no matter what shoes I'm wearing, I felt that I misplaced my foot. And if you're not going to place your foot exactly where you want to, which comes down to skill and technique, then you're going to be a lot less comfortable moving off of that foothold, just like I did on that last effort. Even though I got the send, it still felt really dicey.
Granted, the momentum also felt dicey, but we're sending.
I had 2 burns in both of the shoes, so I have to give points to both the Momentums and the Testarossas for the V4.
And for the last climb is this V5 behind me. It has a really contrived sequence, a lot of weird foot beta, and it's very sequential. If I mess up my hands, it's not going to happen. V5 is kind of at the limit of my bouldering abilities, so we'll see how it goes with this one. Honestly, I'm a little bit skeptical we'll be able to make much progress, but I'll still be able to tell which shoes fared better for a climb like this. Really at my limit, trying hard. Let's go.
So this route is all about the foot beta. I had to get a really good establishment of my foot in that camming position if I wanted to have any success at this route. From there are 2 crimps to start off of, and then I throw to this slot that can be used as a hand jam or an undercling. And now I'm switching over to the Momentums to try this V5. I didn't have much success in Testarossas, and frankly, I had very low hopes with the Momentums as well, seeing as this was just not going that well. I found that I had to really work the beta. You can see here, I'm just kind of getting my sequence down with the foot on the floor. And after the first sequence comes a series of undercling-like holds, and then a throw to a large jug.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Oh. I got it. Okay, just got to the black diamonds. I think there's a lesson here. And the lesson is that beta wins over footwear choice all day, any day. I can't believe that. I'm kind of stoked. Falls instantly.
Now technically I didn't top out the route. I decided to call that jug the top for the time being. I did get past the technical crux of the route, and there are just some slabby moves to top out the boulder, but a fall from the slab at the top would be really dicey on this route without a spotter.
Oh my gosh. Oh. Huh. That's about all I have left in the tank. Oh.
This one really surprised me. I did not expect the Momentums to do as well as they did, but I gotta give points again to both the Momentums and the Testarossas for the V5. That leaves us with a final score of 4 points for the Testarossas to the Black Diamonds 3.
So at the beginning of the video, I asked, do expensive climbing shoes make you a better climber? I think the answer is probably, but there are some limitations to using expensive climbing shoes. Once you start going up in price in climbing shoes get way more specialized. This shoe, the Testarossa, is well made for overhanging routes. It's gonna do a lot less better on, say, a crack climb or a slab climb or a multi-pitch climb in which you want something comfortable. If I was going multi-pitch climbing and it was relatively easy, I would take the Momentum over the Testarossa all day, every day. That's a clear differentiation. But if I'm going bouldering outside and I'm gonna be trying hard, or if I know I'm gonna be climbing in a cave, I am not going to want the Momentums, and I'm going to want the Testarossa. And as you saw today, the Momentums can basically do everything. The only thing is that it's going to be a limitation on some of your routes. So thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you learned something about climbing shoes. If you enjoyed it, consider hitting that subscribe button. That'll help me out a lot. And I'll see you guys next time.